also wide, also wide experience.
Okay.
Long, across the state, beyond Nigeria, being involved in international meetings, being involved in international financing. We have got involved in all over the world, attending very senior, very level of meetings for international business and financial committees. Then somebody that is so full of knowledge in how to handle human relations. Because at the same age in Telebank, to become a director at something that is very big mountain. Because before you can become a director in the bank and Senate, you not have to reach the age of 16 and so on. It's around 40. And already the ability director for so of the bank, branches of the bank and other directors of other banks. You have been involved in very junior places in the world. You involved with the investor. That's one country that is very interested in him. It's somebody that you can reach out to any investor all over the world and bring them down to the place in the
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Okay.
My name is John Bell. I think the right person for my team so the experience. And I think with our point now, we have all infrastructure in place. So we need someone who can turn this place from a civil service state to an industrial trade state. Another one got the experience. He has been in that area for quite a long time. And that's why we feel it would be like the former of a song we had of the southeastern Nigeria, of southern state. You know, he came here with a lot of industries. And it was, if we could have continued that way, Aquarium would have been a very fine place. Okay. We need someone to continue with industrialization. That's why we don't need to say
okay, so your reason is because you need somebody to continue to change the state from a civil service state to an industrial state. That's the main point. Okay, the ACAP has this project called Project 1-on-1. I don't know, I'll need you to show more light on that.
The one liner and the key operators of we are limited and forth making decisions. One was born out of our serious commitment to the success of those of 2016. And looking at what is going on, a lot of false statements said about it. Some of them say that we're going to become a politician, and as such, we're not able to handle the state. So we can know them very well. We want to go to the classroom, send the people one-on-one, tell them what they do. We want to reach the rich and unleashed, and tell them that this man is very good material. Oh. We don't want to keep what we have back. I think we're going to handle them.
Okay.
So, as the state church, the very normal project that we are undertaking, we are not so much about it. And we're not in a transparent position. Okay? It's a position that has come from the culture of sin. They have come from the culture of they have come from the culture of activity. We believe in making things work. From that culture, we know that we have not done very well. We have known that the role is the big commitment, and the provision of that level is more than very well. We want to tell the public. That is why we want to tell everybody one after another. That is the best one. We want to tell everybody on the street, in the village, the marketplace, everyone one after. We set the structure across the state. We have chairmen all over the local government. We have leaders all over the world. We have people in all the villages that we have educated them to know all about local manuals very well and are educated about that. Okay. Okay, Mr. Matthew. Here. The commander. Thank you very much for the title, my beautiful. Yes, like I said earlier, that politics of endorsement seems to have come to stay in Nigeria and in Africa, but it goes beyond that. Okay. One-on-one is the Nobel project, like my statement has said, and the aim is to be able to let the people know the truth that who has invested in the political scene of Nigeria and has become a game changer, has set a lot of things, a lot of structures off balance. People never imagined that you could have a seasoned person come out of the private sector to come and offer his services. Not because he is jobless, not because he is one of these cosmetic positions that have been coming and going, but this is somebody that His Excellency, Governor Gospel Akabi, has painstakingly set through because we want to bequeath on our Bible state and Nigeria a successor that will be celebrated globally. So, one-on-one has to do with letting people know that the change they have been praying for, the replacement for the dynamic governor, the uncommon transformer, that true replacement has come in the person of Mr. Udom Emmanuel. And so we have branded material, like you can see me, I'm wearing a long shirt. Yeah. I wear this to church. Okay. I wear it to the market. I wear it everywhere, and people just smile when they see you. We have stickers on our car, just wearing the name Udom, people thumping you up. So without even talking to people, because of how you're branded, you don't get there. We don't need love, but we want to let people know that we don't be connecting with the people. Okay. He is not distant from the lecturing. Okay. It is the lecturer that have the final say, and we are there as a part of the ambassadors, we don't ambassadors to connect the people with the man that by the grace of God will become the next governor of our fighting state. I'll say we will be changed the center of attack. Everyone that sees us there will be wanting to belong. The ask us question, who are you? We want to belong to that group. What happened is God. We took it to Abuja and we got the position there. And here in the state, we will find this one-on-one because yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. That is to say that one-on-one project has to do with taking Udom's message to people, even at their doorstep. Right. That is where the one-on-one is so something. That is, even if it has to do with having a one-on-one relationship with them and then telling them what they need to know, putting them into the light, even telling them the truth about the whole thing. That is what. Okay. Thank you very much. If you're just joining us, this is JC on the Voice of Diaspora. You can call us for your contribution on +234 90 912 6251 or on the American number +185 7230 156. I hope I'm not too fast. The calling code is 270837. Mr. Marshall, do we have a call there? Do we have a call? Okay, I think for now there's no call.
Actually, we have a lot of listeners. We have a lot of listeners. We don't have people that call, but a lot of active listeners.
Okay. Let's go ahead. Actually, I'm going to direct this question to we have a lady in the house. She's the only woman here. And as a woman, what is your place? What is the place of the woman in Udo Emmanuel via ACAS? I'll need you to explain that. What's the place of the woman? Thank you very much. My name is Glory. Okay. As a woman, I am really convinced that you don't understand the situation. Like in a public government, according to the women, we have the gender variant government. Okay, he has 14 million alone. We have been going out to the country. I thought he was the one that made women to be together. Before we left out, we were not remembered. But I am really convinced in those members administration to not be behind. Okay, thank you very much. I think I kind of like this because I'm a woman. From what you said prior to this time, the women were left behind as regards politics. But in this regime, the women are even, we have the deputy governor of Akwa State is a woman. So what are we talking about? From what you said, you're saying that you represent the women and you're going to ensure that the women give Udo their full support. Like the deputy governor said yesterday, she said the woman is like the neck. You understand? That carries the head. So if the neck is saying no, don't turn, that means you won't turn. But if the neck is saying you can turn, so you can turn. So because you are here, you're ensuring the whole public, the whole world, and Udo himself that the women are stronger behind him, right? Thank you very much. If you're listening to us wherever you are, all over the world, please remember to call us for your contribution, +234 90 912 62541. Or you can call the American number +185 72 32 0156. Remember, the calling code is 270837. Okay, I'm going to talk about a very sensitive issue right now. Dr. Elijah, if you have you can come in here because it's kind of tactical. You can come in. I'm going to talk about age. It is said that the glory of the young man is in his strength, while the glory of the old is in his wisdom. I needed to debunk this statement. Doctor, you have something to say to that?
Is that coming?
It's God's time. I just asked the question. Did you hear the question?
Yes. I was asking if that's coming to Dr. Elijah.
Okay. Go ahead, sir. My question is this. Let me go back again. My question is this. It is generally said that the glory of the young is in his strength. And it's also said that the glory of the old is in his wisdom. Now Udo is young. I needed to debunk this statement. I needed to break it down.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I just want to say that, number one, Udom represents exemplary performance. Udom represents transformation. Udom represents sustenance. Udom has an unmatched career path that no other candidate in a Kwara State has right now.
Okay.
And so with that in mind,
at this point, it doesn't really matter whether somebody is old or not. I think that kingship is ordained by God. No one can ever be king without express authority of God. God has to approve it first. I do believe that Udom has been appointed by God. It is ordained by God. So it really doesn't have anything to do with age. At this point, I do believe that those that are older than him just get behind and impart the wisdom they have to him. And also, being that he is being made by God, I believe that God will also give him the wisdom and the knowledge, the understanding, and the application to be able to do the things that he has to do. If you look in the Bible, Solomon was a much younger man, but he has more wisdom than anyone else in the world, because God gave him the wisdom. And so wisdom is not really a factor of age, per se. It is a factor of God. God has to give wisdom, but that notwithstanding, an old man's experience, a person that is older has more experience than a younger person. Yes.
Excuse me, doctor, we got a call here. Let me take the call.
Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Emmanuel calling from Port Harcourt.
Okay, Emmanuel, how's Port Harcourt this evening? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. We're talking about, of course, I know you have an idea of what we're talking about. We're talking about Udom Emmanuel, your contributions, why he should be the next governor of Vol.5 state. You don't stay here, but I think your contribution will go a long way. I'm listening. Go ahead.
What I would wish the next governor of Vol.5 to do, sentiment aside, is to so establish the line of the incumbent governor, especially in being forced to develop the infrastructurally and human capital. I think the present governor has done very well. So it is a very fine bringing governor considering to also do that same line. I think we have somebody like Fabio. In the next 10, 20 years, everyone will be close to London in Nigeria.
All right, Sibano, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right.
And have a wonderful weekend. All right, we'll head from Emmanuel from Port Harcourt. If you're just tuning in, you're not too late. You can call us on +234 90 912 62541, or you can call us on the American number +185 723 20156. The calling code is 270837. All right, Doctor, you were talking about the age. How the age has nothing to do with what is going on right now.
Yes, practically, wisdom is a principal thing. But at the same time, we are looking at we have to look at professional pedigree of a person, because sometimes a person could be an older person, but you don't have enough experience for a particular job. That's why we go to school. That's why people work in, for example, Udom has been very successful in the corporate world, and that not taking age into consideration, he has climbed to the very top, almost to be the governor of Central Bank. If you look at it, most of our leaders today are younger men. And because they are younger men, that's why we're seeing all this uncommon transformation. That is not to insult any older person. I just believe that it is time for younger people to be given a chance to be able to come into governance, so that we can be able to see what the uncommon transformation we're seeing today. Younger people sometimes they come with a fresh mind. They are very optimistic. They are formidable. They want to see action done. They want to do something, and that notwithstanding, the older people will still perform, but sometimes an older person wants to take time. So I believe that in the electoral system today in Nigeria, even here in the United States, there are so many younger people all over there are so many younger people all over the world into government. They are the ones changing their cities, their environment, changing, making laws that's going to affect their people positively. They are the ones that are bringing development, industrialization, impacting school system, changing the lives of all the young men and women around. They are the ones that have put more attention to human resource development. I do believe that age at least would not influence any political atmosphere in Akwa Ibom or anywhere else, because the world is dynamic and it's changing.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, you have something to say?
This is Marshall, just for a second, the technical component. I just want to let you guys know that we have calculations in terms of from the so please bear with us.
I didn't get that.
I said we have some technical glitches because of the echo, so just bear with us.
It's saying that I think we have technical difficulties. There's so much echo.
Okay.
And God's time, if you can do me a favor, and get your phone closer to the speakers.
Yeah, it is close.
Okay. No, move it away from the speaker and put it by the audience. I mean, I'm talking about the live speakers, the actual people, the guest speakers.
Okay, I've done this.
When we said we should define that fact, I wanted to ask you.
Trying to hear now.
Yeah, that's sounding better. Move it very close to the guest speaker. Very close to the guest speaker.
Okay.
Adding to what else I wanted to bring this thing that we always ask. It is said the age of Melchizedek had nothing to do with the wisdom of Solomon. It is not age alone that makes wisdom. It is not. I belong that man. Because when you have to say so, you go to the party. He has overperformed. Among those that contested the election with him were very old men. I don't want to mention them. Yes, I don't want to mention them. Yeah. Very old men. Some that came from my little government. Very old. They did go through that reform. As a young man, he made us young men very proud. That means they do something in a young man. So it's not the old age that brings wisdom. To contribute to that, in the case of wisdom, I personally look at this as the embodiment of the two. The young man has the strength. We need the strength of the young man in the government to go around. We don't need an old man that we could put in the hospital or taking sick leave to go and visit. Yeah. We have the strength to work. That's what is knowledge in a young man. At the same time, based on what we have known, he's a man full of wisdom. Based on his experiences, education, and exposure. That gives him so much of the experience and the knowledge is there. So it's the embodiment of the two. That is the duality. His old man face and the young man body.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay.
Yes, so I think Udo has always been a very intelligent person. I've known him for more than 20 years. Wow. He was in the university.
Wow.
He made the best results in the department. And it took so many years for that result to go.
Are you being serious?
Yes. Our University of Lagos now make accounting. He made a very good result. So we always know him to be a very brilliant young chap and always a performer. And he works very hard for whatever he wants to get. He doesn't believe in luck. He works for it. So I know him. If he's given the chance, I wish he would personally be. He will. My own perception is about him that he's going to industrialize.
Okay.
Last time, the issue is quite interesting, and I can't help but add my voice to it. You see, in our Bible speak, we are very spiritual people, not just in religious people.
Okay.
And we have discovered the God factor in Udom Emmanuel's emergence as the man to be in 2015. For instance, the man of God, the servant of God, was ordained a king for Israel, and God told him, go to this house, and by the time the owner of the house lined up his children, God told the servant that the oil cannot pour on any of those people that were thought to be candidates. And the man of God said, none of us shall sit down until we see the last member of this family. And where was he? He was out there in the bush. He was out there walking in the farm. He was out there doing the family proud. And who was that man? David. He was the youngest of them all. And by the time he came in, behold, he was ordained king. So the God factor in the Emmanuel emergence is the Bible story in our time. That is why, yes, that's why God Fabio is going beyond just being a mere governor. He is gone spiritual over his successor that even clergy are afraid. You know, he has become an enigma. He has become a case study. So within Emmanuel's religion is an idea whose time has come. And a Bible people are, in fact, they can't just wait to vote into Emmanuel. They can't wait. I bet you it's going to be one of the greatest landslide victory in the history of election, not just in Nigeria, and not just in the Bible, but in Nigeria.
I'm actually
I'm sorry, I can't let.
Oh, it's okay.
My name is Bella.
Okay.
Yeah, I was supposed to be here. He told me, and even the Ghana called me and told me. And I promised him that I will be around here. But I had two things to do today. The one in my house and the one here.
Okay.
So by the time I finished on my house, it was very important. I have whispered to him why I was not around. Right.
Okay,
so now a young man with strength, an old man with wisdom. There are times that you have a young man opening his strength. And the young man also combines age. And wisdom and weave them together. So you see in Udo somebody who is a young man with strength and an old man. With wisdom.
Okay.
So yes, you cannot divorce two of them from him.
Okay.
There's no way you can do that because he combines both of them very, very well.
Okay.
You see all this rambling going on. I know it's political feeling. It's always like this. Each time we have this type of thing coming up. So I don't want to say much because it's credentials. And if you had come around when we were talking to, the people when we were doing consultation, you'll be amazed, So he combines that, that young man with strength and then an old man.
Okay, thank you very much. You wanted to say something?
Yes, the argument is very interesting. I always believe in saying equals life begins at 40. So really now let me say that don't life begins now.
Okay.
Then I also believe that based on past records, that many achievers as governors
and President Lincoln in the United States. People support for instance, President Clinton was at 44, so he became the President of America. Then Obama, the President of American President, became the President of America at the age of 47. So if people can perform, why can't Udom? And based on past records, Udom was not the oldest man in Venezuela, but look at the way his name is up, his name, look at the way his name went. So if Udom is given a position, he will do even with the best. And when we look at his master, let me go his master in foot. And don't see the value of the master. Yes. A value does not use video card. By then, he did Udom, everybody knew that he made a right choice. So let us give Udom a chance.
Okay, thank you very much. So, I would like to hear from you.
Yes, my contribution.
Okay.
I'm very light on the book. Aspiration and the man with wisdom. And God creates man. And Udom is a new generation.
I like that word, new generation.
Yes, everything in this generation is new. So there is no way. I know that people are making, I don't know what to say, whether type of answer or whether I read what. That Udom is not going to be like a family, what a family. The family is doing very fine in applied inspection. So who says that family is this your life? It's going to be the best. Okay? So that is why I'm very, very sure that we don't have enough. Okay. About a family, God give us family the wisdom. God give us family the vision. God give us family the wisdom. We have so many people in our family yet. But you can see, according to what my brother just narrated to us now, that God chooses God like David. So that what our family already made will remain and will do more. We don't like all these types of people that you give chance to follow all these things that the family have tried to spend to do.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Before I round up this section, Mr. Solomon, I know you've been itching to say something. Go ahead. We're listening.
Good evening, Dr. Elijah. Good evening, Maxwell. Good to hear your voice again after 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Good to hear your voice. You're speaking live from the campaign house of AKA's ambassadors. Thank you. What I would like to say is, talking about wisdom, I categorically remember in 1998, a young man came from Lagos after spending, I think, 2 years as commissioner in Cross River State, and then came back and wanted to be governor. He had initially tried it in 1995-96, but the transition period at that time did not work, and then he left. And then he came back in 1998. And then in one of his slogans, he said that in the end time, the youth shall dream dreams and the old shall see vision. After that time, in quote, 1998, that counted between 1998, 99, 2000, 2003, when he was seeking for second term as governor, after casting his vote, he went back and was playing on the lead. And then a journalist asked him, Your Excellency, are you not worried about the outcome of the election? And you know what he said? He said, let my work speak for me. And if my people say I'm not worth playing another 4 years, after playing this game, I will start packing my bag. And he never packed his bag. And today, history, the rest is history. He was a young man. He became governor at 38. And Udom that we are talking about, like the other said the other time, Udom that we are talking about today, has passed that age. Udom is in his late 40s. And with the experience that he has gathered, there is no federal government transaction that Udom has done that this country has done that Udom has not been involved. My brother, it is no mean feat for you to be an ED, an executive director in a bank like Zenith Bank. Not to talk about other transactions that he has done. You can see the stability he has brought into the government of Godswill Akpabio. It's so unfortunate that Udom came into the government at the time the government was winding down. But Akpabio can go to bed. Akpabio has become so relevant in the national politics because the engine room of his government, which is the office of the SSG, is occupied by a well-seasoned man, a man who understands what are his responsibilities. And in the absence of the governor, like what the deputy governor said yesterday, that the women are like the neck. You remember what happened when Akpabio had the first deputy governor, the second deputy governor? It was one thing or the other. And immediately this woman came in. Stability came in again. And the stability that came in was as a result of the visionary wisdom of His Excellency. And His Excellency has been able to put in place, in terms of structure, human capital, the human development, and all this. And then, my brother, the quality of a good leader, it is not measured by what he has done, but it is measured by who succeeds him. If Akpabio has given us an Udom Emmanuel, let me be very honest with you all, to all who is hearing, and to those who are also vying for the same office with Udom Emmanuel. To you that was vying for this office, I know you were shocked the day Akpabio told, but Akpabio to me has not even told us that Udom Emmanuel is supporting Udom Emmanuel. But I want to believe that we are all saying this based on his body language. Yes. And we are at the same time to based on Udom Emmanuel's body language. Like I said it on this same program 2 weeks ago. It is time for Udom Emmanuel to tell His Excellency, Your Excellency, please let me go and answer this clarion call. We are putting this pressure on Udom Emmanuel because we know his credentials, we know his antecedents, and at the same time, we also know the same people who are also seeking this office. We are talking about the immediate past SSG. Are we talking about the immediate past finance, commissioner for finance? Are we talking about a lot of them, so many of them? Some have even come back, like who was contested in 1998. 16 years later, what are you coming to offer me in this new generation, in this technology age, in this digital age, where we now have a digital problem? So you see, when you look at all these factors, like one-on-one was saying, the chairman of one-on-one was saying that he brands himself and then he enters the market to talk on one-on-one. That is the same thing we have been saying. That Udom Emmanuel's credentials needs to be popularized. You don't need to, we are not concentrating like we were discussing off the air. We said, look, Udom Emmanuel's credentials the market women need to know. I told the women leader here that the market women in the villages need to understand what Udom Emmanuel has to offer. My brother, like I said it the other time, if you are a farmer in a tomato, it is very easy for you to bring your farm produce, let's say your cassava, from a tomato to a main market, because you are running on a 30-minute drive from a tomato local government to a market. And when you come to a market, probably, Dr. Elijah, the next time you come to a fire, I believe you'll be confused. And if you get I
don't think I'll be confused though, because I come there all the time.
Because you probably would have been confused.
Well, if I can come into that, if I can come in, yeah,
you're free.
Yeah, I just want to thank you. Well, I just want you to know that I know quite what said more than you, my brother. Inside out. I even know where the phones are if you get lost, so you can call someone to come pick you up.
That is why I told you to tell your brothers who do not know Bible like you do. So come home and invest, because with Udom Emmanuel, we are going to have a defined economic policy and a defined financial management system in place. And that's what the youth of Akwa Ibom State are earnestly seeking for. We want a governor who will build on the solid achievement and the solid infrastructure laid down for Akwa Ibom people by His Excellency Chief Dr. Godswill Akpabio. So we need somebody who has the capacity, the tenacity, the willpower to get things done. Udom Emmanuel, I believe, will get all this moribund industry. Because like His Excellency rightly said, I can still quote him when he was speaking in second. His Excellency said, like in the second term, that he will be building on building an infrastructure, an industry in 31 local governments. Now, my brother, you and me know, industries were not built in overnight, cannot be built in one day, but things have to be done. Policies have to be laid in place. Understanding has to be reached between communities and all those things. And Odin Emmanuel is an embodiment of all these things, because with his experience from Zenith Bank, which for you to be an MD in Zenith Bank, or to rise to the level that you almost become the governor of the central bank, it's not mean feat. It means that you are a result-oriented person. In the banking system does not believe in effort. It believes in result. And Odin Emmanuel believes in result. Okay? And I do not see him coming to us and then politicians will flick around him and tell him, Your Excellency, we can do a contract of this and that. And Odin Emmanuel will just allow you go and take the money and go and do it. No. Odin Emmanuel will ask you, what are the figures? And I think I rest my case there.
I want to, if I may come in there, I just want to say that you are right. Everything you said is right on the point. The world now is a small, I would say, a small village. It's just like us going from one end of the road to the other. That's how the world is right now. And so we are well connected in the world. We know so many people, and the more exposure you have within the world, the better for you. Udom is well exposed. He has traveled. He has seen things. Udom has participated in many corporations all over the world. He has sat in their board. He makes decisions that affect those nations. Like I said before, the G7 nations in the world, which comprises United States, Europe, Canada, and all that, Udom has been part of them. He knows how their financial system works. He knows how their economic system works. None of those candidates at home know this thing. There's a difference between being having a political office in a private state and being an international person at the caliber of managing multi-billion dollars internationally that affect nations, that affect people, that affect their industry, that affect their survival machinery. Udom has been there. He has done that. The Nigerian Stock Exchange, the American Stock Exchange, the European Stock Exchange, the Japanese Stock Exchange. Udom has done all of that. When you take that and put in the dynamics of a Kwaibu state in terms of economics of a Kwaibu state, you'll find out that Udom is a God sent. This man has been inspired by God to come to us. Now, I just want to mention one thing, that Governor Goswell Fabio is a visionary. It takes a visionary to see one and be able to use one to know what needs to be done. It takes an architect to be able to unveil the blueprint that another architect has laid down. I believe that Udom, Fabio is an architect, Udom is an architect, and it's only Udom that can read Fabio's architectural design very well. No other person can do that well. If Fabio had known that any of the other candidates could do it, he would have taken them. So he just led them and went to Udom. Fabio is looking for the goodness of a Kwaibu state. He is seeking for the development of a Kwaibu state. He is seeking for the sustenance of that development. Fabio continues to seek for prosperity of a Kwaibu state. That is the more reason he has brought Udom Emmanuel at such a time as this to continue this uncommon transformation. And I just want to guarantee everyone that is listening that 8 years from today, Akwa Ibom will not look like small London, even though someone says small London, will not look like London. Akwa Ibom will look like Las Vegas of the United States. That's all I can say.
All lovers of road, all lovers of Akwa Ibom, all lovers of common transformation beyond 2016. We talk about industrialization. We want to see Akwa Ibom State to be a state where industry is everywhere. We want to look at Dubai, and Akwa Ibom State to be like Dubai in the near future. We are out on the street. We are out already on the street with the Project 101. It It's a serious project. It requires our time, it requires resources. We have to mobilize our men in the classroom. We have to go to the market to talk to the market women. We have to search for the cyclists wherever they can and talk to them. We have to reach out to every unreached place. And we want to be sure that we reach out to the people. To do this is an enormous thing. So I make a plea to all lovers of this project to give to the project and support the project. Because we want to have a sounding victory. Like we have always said, a victory that no one can match in the history of our State. We want to be a peaceful election where people will live on their houses to go and follow. There will be no violence because it's a Christian. It's an officer of the church. It's a real Christian, so we don't believe in violence. So to help us do this, you can reach out onto us on this telephone number I'm going to give you. And that is my telephone number of the POC chairman. Number is 0802-500-6443. If you reach out to that number, and then you can place your support to this program, I believe God will bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Thank you very much. We're going to round this up in 5 minutes. But before we round it up, I don't know, Ms. Marshall, do you have a call over there?
I have a lot of people that I hear, but I don't know, for some reason they just don't want to talk. Peter Omala.
Well, here.
Are you hearing me, Peter Omala? All right. I'm calling from Los Angeles, California. I've listened and heard about all the contribution from different I call it moderators or contributors. All what we have heard is pulling our head together to give our principal the courage to declare and claim the position that God has given to him. I don't think from all the lineup of the aspirants for this position, there is anyone close to the put together to call Udom Emmanuel right for approval. I don't see anyone. It is not a choice by us. It is a choice. If you ask His Excellency, they ask him, where did you find Udom Emmanuel? Because he said in the church. I don't know if anybody will want to read the meaning into that. If you want to read the meaning into that, you go spiritual and find out what is God. And that answer will be given to you. So Udom Emmanuel is given to us by God. And so his will be done. Udom Emmanuel is the next governor of Akwa Ibom. He has all that we needed. Akwa has put everything in place. And Udom Emmanuel is going to take over. And that is, no government never created a job. It's the private sector that created a job. And behold, the leader in the private sector is in the team to bring Akwa Ibom State to the light of the world. So at this point, I very convinced, and I know, and I believe, Udom Emmanuel is right for Akwa Ibom.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you very much.
God, sir, can I come in for a second?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, this is Dr. Elijah. I just want to say that what we need now in Akwa Ibom State is massive job creation and massive industrialization. And right now, it is not the resources to make that available that is the problem. It is good governance, good leadership. Okay. And so Udom is a person that we know that can give us that leadership. When I always said this, when you take other candidates and line them up together and put them with them and ask them to come up and begin to present their portfolio, you will see that one thing is lacking among them. Each and every candidate will have something that is lacking, and that is the vision to take Akwa Ibom State to the next level. But if you ask for them to come forward and present his vision to you, I tell you his vision is enough to turn a desert land to Dubai, just like the ambassador, the chairman said before. If you look at Dubai, Dubai was a desert, just like that Las Vegas. It was a complete desert place. It took someone with a vision to go and transform a desert land to an heaven. And so I do believe that Udom has that vision. And Fabio has already brought that vision. And he laid down the blueprint. And so Udom he knows how to read that blueprint. And Udom is in the right position to take Akwa Ibom State to massive job creation, massive industrialization, massive urban development, massive urban settlements. I do believe that Akwa Ibom State is going to be a sought-after state. It's going to be a state that every single person all over the world will be coming to. Because of Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria is going to take another phase. That's what I look at. We just have to be able to manage the resources well. And at this point, Udom is the only one that has the capacity and the ability to manage that resources without being wasted. I do know that for a fact.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much. Okay.
Please, I want to make an appeal. Now, the chief have started to be done. I will appeal to everybody, both in Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria, and in diaspora, to support Udom Emmanuel because of his antecedents. Anybody who cares to look at his profile will know what I'm talking about. I don't need to mention the global here. Now, you see that mansion there, they call it Hilltop Mansion. That mansion is too big for some people, some of young parents. They don't know what is there. You know what? Yes, they don't know what is the Hilltop Mansion. They feel that they want to go and stay there. It's not necessarily staying in the Hilltop Mansion. When you stay there, what are you going to do? What are you going to do for the state? What are you going to do for the youth, unemployed youth, gathering all over the place? If you go to some streets now, you see, there are some people you enter. You just turn your car back because of the number of youth. Big guys playing football, graduates playing football along the street. They don't have any job. And if you look at the Akwa Ibom State today, the class structure has completely collapsed. You have the top high class now, and the middle and the lower cadre. The middle class has completely collapsed. There's no middle class again. Okay, so we need somebody that will bring back this class, issue. Okay. Where it was before. Because if you look at some of them that are contesting now, trying to contest now or aspiring, some of them have held government positions, big positions for more than 5-6 times. They have the same structure. When they come into office, they bring their boys and they will keep the whole thing up. They come the second time, the same boys, leaving out the rest of the people. So, like I told you, is the person that will accommodate everybody. You will have to accommodate everybody and bring them together.
Thank you very much. We're going to round up in 3 minutes. I'm going to give each and every one of us 1 minute to give to complete. I'm going to go with you. The woman of the house. The neck of the house. As I said, women at the election. And I want to say that in every successful I think I like that. As a wife of those, you hide the husband. Okay? It's really easy for the husband. Okay? And she goes to the crowd. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much. Let me hear from you, sir.
I think I know it is God's thing.
Okay.
And it's a bundle of prayers which is supporting to industrialize the state.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I want to advise all the better from 2015. The way that you can write down the
Yes, God, thank you very much for this time. And I want to conclude by saying that I quite often say it has been blessed since the advent of the Fourth Republic. In the football game, you have a particular person score 3 goals. It's called hat-trick. Akwaibom is about to score a hat-trick with the legends of Udom Emmanuel as the next governor, and something that we cannot wait for. I'm so eager to get there.
Okay. Thank you very much. Finally, Doctor.
Well, I want to round up with all what has been said about Udom. Udom is right. Udom is Udom is the answer. 2015 Udom, yes.
Oh, thank you very much. Dr. Elijah, do you have anything to add before we round up?
Yes, I just want to thank all the international audience. I want to thank everyone that is listening all the way from Europe, from America, from Canada. The Voice of Diaspora has a massive amount of Akwaibomite that are in support of Udom. A great majority of Akwaibom citizens overseas are in support of Udom. I want to also say that next Saturday there's going to be a program in New York City, and we are planning to represent Udom Emmanuel in that city, in that program. It's a huge program that Nigerians are going to, of the United States, are going to get together to celebrate Nigeria's Independence Day. And so I do believe that Udom and Governor Fabio will be featured and throughout the whole of Diaspora. And I want everyone to log on to www.thevoiceofdiaspora.com and sign up and become members of our campaign for Udom Emmanuel. I want to thank everyone so much, and I want to say that come 2015, Udom Emmanuel is going to be the governor of Akwaibom State. And so I just want to tell everyone there's no reason to be in the wrong party. There's no reason to take someone that you don't know is going to perform for you. You know, the blind cannot lead the blind. Udom can see. That's why we want to follow him. And that's what I can say. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and also I want to apologize for starting late. We're supposed to be at 11 o'clock sharp, but we had some technical difficulties from here. So next Saturday at the same time, it's going to be 11 o'clock sharp.
Okay. Thank you very much. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Mr. Marshall, manning the control. I want to thank you, Dr. Marshall. I'm sorry, Dr. Elijah, Dr. Peter, and of course, Dr. Ifan, and every other person seated here. And I also want to thank our callers. I want to also thank our listeners listening all over the world. I want to thank you for your contribution. I want to thank you for your time. Thank you very much. I'm going to see you next week. And we're still going to talk about Udom because we know we are for Udom, and we know Udom is right, and we stand for the truth, and we're going to remain in the truth. Thank you very much. Till next week. Take care of yourself and each other.
Thank you.